Game of the week. There were 8 games in the 8th week of the PBA Governors Cup, including the always anticipated Manila Clasico between Ginebra and Magnolia on Sunday. The game of the week, though, came on Friday at Ynares Center, Antipolo, where Alaska and NLEX battled through an extra 5 minutes of overtime, where the Road Warriors prevailed, 116-110. Several times, it looked as though NLEX, which had led for most of the game, could have just rolled over and allowed the Aces to run away with it after Alaska grabbed the lead, but timely shots from several of coach Yeng Guiao's players, especially import Aaron Fuller, forced the extra period. Jr. Quinahan took over in OT, scoring 10 of his 15 points, as NLEX moved one step closer to clinching a playoff seat. This game was truly a battle, with big shot after big shot, defensive stop after defensive stop, as well as miscues, which opened the door for the other team time and again. Should Alaska and NLEX end up as a playoff matchup, it would surely be an interesting one. Top performance of the week by a local. Ian Sangalang had a whale of a game against TNT on Friday, finishing with 28 points on 13/19 shooting, 68%, and 6 rebounds. Alex Cabagnat scored 24 points and pulled down 8 rebounds against Rain or Shine on Saturday, in a game where Maverick Ahanmisi scored 26 points, with 7 rebounds and 6 assists in a loss. But the top performance again goes to Cabagnat's teammate, Christian Standhardinger, who actually had 2 outstanding performances, helping SMB go 2-0 for the week. First, on Wednesday, in a win against Northport, Stan had 21 points and 22 rebounds. He followed that up with 22 points and 18 rebounds against Rain or Shine on Saturday. In the absence of fellow big man Junmar Fajardo, Standhardinger has stepped up big time and given the Beerman an alternative inside presence that wreaks havoc on opponents all over the floor with his hustle and nose for the ball. Now that Fajardo is back and will be slowly re-infused into the regular rotation, the Standhardinger-Nabong Fajardo trio may be sending shivers down possible playoff opponents' spines. Top performance of the week by an import. For a replacement import whom NLEX hired supposedly only for a temporary stint, Aaron Fuller has sure played his heart out for the Road Warriors. Known to be mostly a jump shooter and a garbage guy who likes to work on the boards and get follow-ups or wait by the baseline for drop passes from teammates, Fuller went beyond himself in the overtime victory against Alaska on Friday, pulling out moves we hadn't seen before, spinning to the basket, knocking down jumpers a little out of his usual range, and being clutch. He hit the game-tying reverse underneath to force extra time. En route to his 42 points and 22 rebounds, he was visibly exhausted, huffing and puffing, bending down and grabbing his shorts, but he kept on shuffling up and down the court, held his own against Tough Harris and the other Alaska frontliners, and continued to play hard, despite his team's struggles at certain points late in the game, in what may have been his best PBA game in his 2 conferences. Honorable mention goes to Harris of Alaska, as he put up numbers, 35 points, 26 rebounds, and 4 blocks against NLEX, then 27 points, 25 rebounds, and 5 assists versus Northport, and TNT's Marcus Blakely, who had himself a triple-double, 17 points, 18 rebounds, and 11 assists, with 3 steals, against Magnolia. Disappointing performance of the week. This has become a familiar refrain. It has been really tough for the Rain or Shine Elasto painters this conference. They started their campaign late because of Asian Games duties, had trouble with their imports, played several games in a short span, lost one of their main big men, and just could not get on track. This past week, it was doubly tough as the team lost both its games, first to Phoenix and then to San Miguel Beer. The more disappointing performance actually came against Phoenix on Wednesday as Roz led by 10 points entering the fourth quarter and looked to bounce back from a substandard week prior. However, the team allowed the Fuel Masters to outscore it 29-13, turning a 10-point lead into a 6-point loss, 103-97. The E-Painters' offense sputtered, and their defense became porous almost simultaneously in the fourth. The result? Perhaps the worst overall conference of rain or shine in recent memory, and one that team management, coaches, and players will surely want to forget. Must-see for this week. The league takes a break on Wednesday and Friday this week, but there are doubleheaders both on Saturday and Sunday, the last game dates for the elimination round. There are playoff implications in all 4 games, so all should be appealing one way or the other. The one that gets us most curious is the first game on Sunday between Phoenix and Blackwater. These are 2 teams that are enjoying considerable success this conference, finding themselves in a situation where the winner will enter the top 4 and enjoy a twice-to-beat advantage in the quarterfinal round. Isn't that worth going all out for?